Welcome to the Nasty Canadians. I'm Nick Ogami.
And I'm M. Night Shyamalan's Twist.
This week we're reviewing Avatar, The Last Airbender.
See, the prequel to Avatar, the not the so Airbender Avatar.
Although there's not quite so many blue people in this one.
Yes, and has absolutely nothing to do with the first, second.
The other Avatar movie.
Yeah, strangely enough, they removed the word Avatar from the title of this one, I noticed.
Yeah, probably to avoid legal complications. Which is kind of sad because Avatar actually came out before Avatar.
Damn you. Behind me, there's probably a flowchart trying to explain exactly how that all happened, or it could just be a green screen, or it could be our flag, or it could be a picture of Tom, who's not here, Irishman Tom, or any of our other mini guest hosts that we're going to have soon.
Like Venezuelan Tom, Canadian Tom, Korean Tom.
Before we get too far into this chaos that we call a web show, feel free to email us at our email address.
NastyCanadians@gmail.com.
And we're also on Facebook somewhere.
Nasty Canadians.
And
YouTube, again, Nasty Canadians.
If you email us, we might bring you on as a guest host. But more than likely, we'll just make fun of you and give out your email to our millions and millions of viewers.
Please be aware that we will not be covering airfare or lodging.
Or food.
Right.
Clothing is optional, though. Depending on...
We won't be providing clothing. It's not optional.
But depending on what they look like, I might want them wearing clothes.
That's what I mean. It's not optional.
Well, if they're hot, then I definitely want the option of them not wearing clothes.
Oh, that's true.
All right.
Back to the movie. Stars a bunch of people that I don't really know.
Hold on. Back to the movie. That wouldn't have the guy that had Parkinson's disease in it? No, that's Back to the Future.
Right. Wrong movie. He's not in this either.
I don't know that anybody was actually in this movie that was in any other movie that I know of.
There's the one guy. He's in some TV shows and stuff, but I don't know his name.
That one guy.
Yeah. Plays the Fire Lord.
Yes. Martha Stewart, which she was the grandmother in this movie, thanks to her love affair with M. Night Shyamalan. I was not in this movie as M. Night Shyamalan's Twist because there was actually no twist in this movie. No.
No twist.
No twist.
In fact, I think M. Night Shyamalan is getting away from doing twists. He didn't do a twist in The Happening either.
I disagree.
You really think there's a twist?
Oh, how did you feel about the movie?
Okay, I'll just say first that I actually went to the trouble of watching the Avatar Last Airbender cartoon by Nickelodeon in the name of research. Because, you know...
By Nickelodeon. Is that in relation to you? No? Nick, you know, your name...
Nick Ogami is not related to Nickelodeon.
No. Nick and Nick, you see, you might have
No
changed, maybe you switched names when you guys came over on the Titanic.
But I did do research on The Last Airbender.
So,
again, in the name of research, not because I like watching kids' TV shows.
I like watching kids' TV shows.
He has... Never mind.
I just like... Me and Hannah Montana show, like this. Dora the Explorer, all over it. Anyway, so you were watching it, and how was the movie?
The movie felt rushed, which is, you know, something you expect from any movie that's based on a longer material. I didn't feel the dialogue was flowed naturally. The special effects were fantastic, but some characters like Zuko's uncle, the actor carried the character well. You can see the potential if you're familiar with the story, and if you're not, you'll see later.
Okay. I would have... You failed to mention the fact that the Dewbacks found work in this movie.
That's true. If you'll notice, The dewbacks from the Star Wars movie found work in Last Airbender. It's good to see they're working again.
Like the Power Man. The Imperial power. Fire Lord power. The anti-dewback power. Fight it all.
Are you done?
Okay.
All right. And what did you think of the movie?
It's that whole thinking thing is kind of troublesome for me. But yeah,
Okay. How did you feel about the movie?
I felt that the movie, well, initially, when I had left the theater, despite getting wet, because I can't bend the rain, I can make it go splat against my face though. I was sold that this was the best movie I'd seen. Well, I still think it's the best movie I've seen this year, but it was going to be in my top 5 best movies ever. And then as I sat back and felt a little more about it, and felt myself a little more, and felt the neighbors a little more, I determined that the acting wasn't great, the script wasn't great. Yet why did I like the movie so much? Even though I didn't notice at the time, I thoroughly suspect it was due to the musical score brought out the whole ambiance of the movie and made you overlook everything that was bad about the movie and made it really, really great. And I think if you were to take the musical score away from the movie, you've got a mediocre movie. With the musical score, you have a very, very good movie that borderline, in my unsophisticated, uneducated, and sometimes impractical view, awesome. That's how I felt about the movie. I give it, on a rating on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give it better than Martha Stewart's Pie.
All right.
That's how I felt about the movie. And closing arguments?
I hope they get to make the next 2-3 chapters.
I hope they do it before the little bald kung fu kid.
David Carradine.
David Carradine. Oh, yeah.
The young David Carradine, that is.
The very young David Carradine in the movie before he becomes the old David Carradine.
Yes.
Because, one of my problems with the Harry Potter movies is I'm having trouble believing that these kids are, 15, 16 when they're not.
Yeah, I'm hoping they're still filming.
I suspect they are. Although the line, there was not a line for the Avatar. There's a line for this other movie. This ever crappy ass movie. That we will wait until they release all 4 of these crappy ass movies, and we'll review them all at the same time with the same inflection that I'm going to give you now. Crappy ass. We won't watch them. We're just going to say that they're crappy ass because they are.
Yes. If you go to the theater to see The Last Airbender, or pretty much any other movie, and you see a rather large percentage of women waiting in line, chances are they're not going to see The Last Airbender. They're going to see this other movie that we will review at another time once they release the 4th one.
Middle-aged women wearing pink lipstick with their hair in ponytails like this because they think they're teenagers. Or pre-teenagers.
Yeah.
Preteen?
Preteen.
Pretend?
Pretend preteen?
It's a lot of pre.
Yes.
That's nothing. Alright. Are we done? Can I go home now?
No. You still have to do your side work. Not that side. Not that side either. You're going to show them on the air. And that's Nasty Canadians for this week. Be sure to watch us next week when we review Despicable Me.
Despicable You.
Despicable Me. I'm despicable. Are you despicable?
I'm just nasty.
No, that's me.
Oh. I'm Martha Stewart's love child.
Goodbye.